Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 689 for comics originally coming out November the 30th, and by golly, December the 1st, as we are into the very end of 2021, and we're going to be starting our last month. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops this coming Tuesday and Wednesday, Drew, we got all kinds of fun stuff to talk about in the world of comics. You know I'm excited for Hawkeye and all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah. First, we should probably talk about the fact that you stood me up on Thanksgiving.
I did. I
for the second year in a row.
Not only did I stand you up on Thanksgiving, similar to a Russian mob, I threw a Molotov cocktail into all of your wonderfully planned Thanksgiving plans.
Yes. My poor brother has COVID.
Mm-hmm.
He has COVID.
I have the Rona.
Yep.
So I infected myself and my family. And I possibly our parents decided to abstain because I was in their vicinity at a point, so I took everything my brother had planned and created and took a big old crap on it.
It's not really about me, but let's make it about me for a second. I had 14 scheduled for Thanksgiving, and then Kyle and his family crapped out and took some collateral damage, took my mother and stepdad with him, and then my daughter and her boyfriend, they didn't make it because of a death in his family, and then a couple of my friends pooped out, so it was me and my in-laws. 4. It was down to 4 people, and I had already started cooking, and I already had all the food bought, and I had like food for 14 people, and then a very, very sad foursome sitting around a large table with a lot of space between them, and it was depressing. But that's not the
So Drew
the
ate 11 pounds of turkey.
I got a lot of leftovers to munch through. But the problem here is, the main focus here is my poor brother has COVID and is dying, but he's still here podcasting.
That's right. I am currently underneath my quarantining, but the show must go on.
Yes. Thank goodness for Skype.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're glad we don't have to do these things in a studio together. Hopefully you and your kids get better, and your wife doesn't get it, and our mother doesn't get it, and nobody else gets it. And,
that's right. Here's to the hope.
Yes. So, but thank you for still coming on and doing the show. I'm sure everybody appreciates it. But you know what? The silver lining, you were able to get some downtime, and you were able to watch Hawkeye.
Oh yeah, was able to body through those first 2 episodes. Wish there was more. I'm conflicted because I really like this weekly appointment television. Keeps us with our finger on the pulse for a little while longer. But boy, I would have loved to have knocked through that whole season yesterday.
Oh, like it's a binge thing. Oh yeah. And I like the fact that they really leaned heavily into some Fraction Aha nods.
Oh, yeah.
So that run, we got some Russian Bros, we got some Pizza Dog. Mm-hmm. So we definitely touched base on that. We had the building. Mm-hmm. We got some other callbacks to that volume, which is of course my favorite.
Oh yeah.
And I guess probably a little bit for the Kelly Thompson run. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Enough about Kate, and I haven't read enough of her stuff to know that if some of those things are straight out of there. It looks like they flipped like some of the characters. I don't want to spoil it for those folks who haven't watched those first 2 yet. But it looks like they flipped some of the characters, that genders and stuff and roles. But it really worked for me. I liked it. I really liked Jeremy Renner and the way he was playing it. In the comics, he's like completely single, right? Or just one failed relationship after another, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And in MCU, Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye, is happily married with multiple kids. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's a little different. But besides that, I mean, it's good, pretty good.
So the liberties that they do with it make sense, where you're like, they're giving all the cool stuff to Kate, but there's things you can't do when Clint has his own family and life and everything back home. So you got to kind of keep it in that framework as to not upset the whole apple cart in those regards.
Yeah.
So a lot of that stuff still happened to work very, very well. I liked that they're leaning heavily into the Fraction Hawkeye stuff. I liked that they're leaning into the deaf stuff. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And is that the first time we'd even touched on that in any of the movies?
I mean, other than the fact that in Endgame, like when he was there for the explosion and you kind of heard him like tinnitus and ring out, and you could see he was suffering and blood coming from his ears. Like I was like, aha.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah.
And then I don't know. We need to talk about Rogers the musical. I don't know what that was. That was crazy.
That was, you Hamilton people get more of what you want.
Exactly. But yeah, and I thought Haley Steinfeld, really great. Really did a great job, and I like her. She's going to be a good Kate and good Hawkeye, and I love the intro. That was felt like it was ripped out of the pages of an AHA comic, right?
Yeah, I mean it was such in the way that like I didn't skip the intro and I didn't skip the credits because I just wanted to see those sequences.
Yeah,
and even like in they've changed them up. Like it's not the same exit sequence. If you looked a little bit at the exit sequence for 2, they were doing some of the stuff with the quarter that Clint's brother taught him. So I'm wondering about foreshadowing with that stuff as well. So I don't know.
Okay, so I missed that.
I'm digging a lot.
That's cool. Yeah. Should pay attention. I'm sure some YouTubers are doing deep dives on that. I might have to check those out. They can point everything out that I missed when I'm oblivious. Scrolling on my phone while I'm trying to watch TV. I need to stop doing that.
But I've got my own. I've got my own things of dad and mom, and there's some.
You've got some theories. You've got some theories.
Oh yeah.
And as we'll see later on, that it's already had a little effect on the spec market again, which has made me very, very happy.
Oh yeah.
And it's picked some of the right things that I think it should have. So that's going to be cool. That'll be coming up in a little bit.
I got to dig those out because I've got like 5 copies of that pizza dog.
Oh, we have multiple copies of that run, and thought we screwed up.
And nobody is talking about that Secret Fraction book.
No.
That's got to be the sleeper.
Yeah, the Fraction Zero, right?
Yeah. Young Avengers presents 6, which is Fraction's first writing at Kate Bishop.
Yep.
Yeah. Nobody has that book.
I mean, we've been on that for a long time, and I mean it was at like what $40-$50 for a while.
Yeah.
But I don't think it ever blew up.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how many I have left. I might not even have any left.
I got 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff. Hey, we also want to welcome our newest patron, David Donovan. Thank you, David, for becoming a patron of our show. We appreciate that very much. And you guys might recognize David from the Huracan guy. He's the Huracan guy, so very cool. You were able to help him out a little bit, and he's returned the favor. He's going to be a patron for our channel. We think that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Nice. We didn't do it for that reason, but it was a nice happy accident. We appreciate the patronage. We also, in other patron news, we wanted to congratulate patron Bradley Roeder. You, sir, have won the November contest. And we will be getting an email or a contact, or maybe on the Slack, from Adam Pastory pretty soon, our other fantastic patron who has donated a CGC 9/8 comic, and you'll be able to select from his list of which one you want, and he will mail that to you. So congratulations, Bradley, for
I cannot
winning.
wait to see what he decides. There's so many good books.
There's so many
there.
good ones. I think he's probably going to pick that Joker.
Joker. I like that. What is that? Catwoman.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. The Ha-Ha number 1 is pretty good.
Yep.
I mean, they're all really, really good choices. There's really no bad choices.
Yeah, it's true.
And so the November winner is chosen. So too late for you if you haven't become a patron to win in November. But that doesn't mean you can't win for Christmas. So we've got the December contest will be going for the whole month, right up through Christmas, and then we will pick our December winner for another CGC 98, which we don't. The list is out there. You can take a look at them. There'll be at least one less after Bradley picks his. So, but there's lots of good stuff. The Geigers. I forgot about the Geigers. Yeah, there's a couple of Geigers to choose from. There's that Batgirl 50, which was cool. Couple of Jokers. Yeah. So there's tons of cool stuff that you can still win. So exciting. And you also, all our patrons are part of our Slack channel. They get early access to episodes. They get access to exclusive episodes that never make the internets anywhere else.
They never see the light of day.
Never see the light of day otherwise outside of Patreon. So good stuff all around. Lots of swag, lots of free stuff, lots of contests. We can't call them contests on Patreon. We have to call them gifts, I think. No giveaways, no raffles. You can't say that on Patreon, which is dumb, but whatever. So we had to do a little workaround on that. But anyway, so be a part of our Patreon if you want to. You still have a chance to win that contest and future contests. Be a part of that. We appreciate everyone who does that, and we thank you for your patronage. Now, Kyle, guess what? We're off. We're done with our last previews, and we are on to DC Connect. The new DC Connect is out, and it's a December Connect for
February 2022.
For February comics. Crazy. And this is a whopping 20-page DC Connect. And the reason it's so small is because they're doing like these double-page spreads digitally. So I guess it's probably 40 pages then, right?
Yep.
Okay. Still nowhere near the size of the Marvel. But let's see if there's anything good in it.
And, of course, the first thing we jump into is Batman 120, written by Joshua Williamson. Getting right into that. Some of our variants covers. One of the worst covers I've probably ever seen in my life by Dan Hipp. I do not understand that in any way, shape, or form. But, okay. Perhaps that's the new theme we're going with.
Are we talking about the main cover you hate?
No, the weird little Slurpee and a pair of weird sunglasses.
That is awful. I didn't even see that. That's a 1 in 25, too.
That is a ratioed 1 in 25 for the biggest D-bag Batman you've ever seen in your life. He is wearing a cardigan sweater. He has douche-tastic glasses on and a big gulp.
Does he have pins? Batman pins on his jacket?
Something of that.
Is that what those are? Oh my goodness.
I mean, it just like serious cover A, serious 1 in 50, serious other variant, complete whack job 1 in 25. So
yeah. What's
there
going
may
on?
be some tchotchke effect to you on that, but to me, it's just one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
Yeah. So they've got a new, like, what's inside page. We did have this before, right? But it seems to change, like, from issue to issue. Like, this is, are those the same code keys?
Yep, everything's the same exactly.
Everything's the same.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't process it. It's just so weird. I just can't process it.
It's just not helpful.
Yeah. Detective continues the Shadow of the Bat series, the weekly that's happening, so we get 4 more of those.
This has they now have a single backup in it. We had an overlaying backup for a little bit, but we go back to the one Matthew Rosenberg backup now.
Okay. These are $5 detectives weekly with Shadow of the Bat. That is written by Mariko Tamaki, and then you get the Rosenberg backup.
Yes, correct.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I hope that does well. I don't know that it will.
So we get some Nightwing stuff starting in 1053, it looks like. Nightwing versus Psycho Pirate. So I'll have to jump in to see what that's about, even though Nightwing is not to be found on any covers. But apparently the entire theme of all of these books is Nightwing, but he's nowhere to be found.
Really? Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
We have the new champion of Shazam #1 by Josie Campbell doing the writing and Doc Shaner on art. Could be good.
So she's one of the Shazam sisters.
Shazam family, yeah. It's Mary Shazam, I think.
Mary Bromfield.
Mary Bromfield. I don't think it's Mary Shazam. Now we've introduced some new Aqua people. Now we have an Aquaman, written by Chuck Brown and Brandon Thomas, with Sam Basri on art. We're going to mix some of the new Aqua people into Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey Prince #1, the Gene Young Lang book, with Bernard Chang on art. Art looks great. I don't understand the concept of Monkey Prince. Is it rooted in anything real, or is this a new character of some type, I guess?
And they're trying something new. They are introducing it as a limited series without an ending run.
So it's not 1 of 10. It's a limited series.
Correct.
But it could go as long as they want it to. That's dumb.
Yeah.
That's every series, man.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to a Black Label version of Suicide Squad with Simon Spurrier and Aaron Campbell and Jordi Belair. Oversized. We've got some censored pages because we can't put it in it's 17 plus since it's Black Label. We can't put it in the DC Connect.
Aaron Campbell has got some good looking art.
Some good looking art, man. Pencils are great. Haven't been colored yet. Fantastic looking stuff. So yeah, I'll definitely be checking that out. Is it probably a 3-pager or three issue series?
Yeah, 1 of 3.
I hope they seem to. Those seem to be those seem to be high quality when they do them that way. And get in and get out. Don't linger too long.
Yep, 48 pages, 3 issues, 150 to sell the whole thing, pretty much.
Yeah. Weird Love Tales #1, written by a slew of people, art by several people as well. It's the $10 quarterly release. It's called Weird.
None of these have hit lately. We had a couple hit about 2 years ago, and lately they've all been duds.
You think they're overdue for a hit?
Yes.
This could be it. Lots of trades and graphic novels and OGNs of various sizes and prices, and they just pull some. Wait a minute, what's this death thing? Oh, they're pulling. Oh, they're just pulling them from the Sandman. They're pulling all the death stuff from them and giving them their own. But they're calling it a Black Label. I want some definitive rules on what Black Label is. It should be new stuff. It should be like Vertigo.
Well, anything that was previously Vertigo is now Black Label, so that's an automatic.
Yes, but also other things, and things that were not started as Black Label but became Black Label retroactively, like Sandman. Well, I guess you're saying since it was Vertigo at one point, it's whatever it's reprinted, it's going to be a Black Label book.
Correct.
Is that what you think, or is that what you know?
That's what we've seen. Same thing with White Lies Man.
So, okay, why was reprinted as Black Label?
Oh,
did I have a cow when that happened?
No, you ignored it.
Was I not angry?
I mean, you're always angry that you're
always Grr. Yeah, so more collections till we get down to about page 15 digitally, which is probably 30. They don't. Yeah, 26 in the print, where we're going to do some postage stamp size promotion for some of our other books. Batgirls 3, Batman Bigby 6, Batcat 10, Black Manta 6. Blue and gold is at number 7.
They're just doing themselves such a disservice by phoning in their actual titles that, like, they're making me not care. Like, I'm interested in this Dark Knights of Steel 4, but, like, it just...
But the fact that it's not really being promoted anymore.
No.
But at least there aren't any number 1s that are getting stuck down here. It's
100%.
Just some old ongoings that I guess are just not doing anything special, is what they're telling me, right?
Oh, so that's some cool... See, like, there's a really cool-looking Nightwing cover A.
Yeah, that looks great.
I love that.
But it's just issue 89 is what they're saying.
Yep.
And Justice League 73 has some, like, negative space covers, but it's nothing
and
special.
see, like, here's the thing that sucks with what everything that DC's done. Like, is this Superman or is this Jonathan? I can't tell.
Yeah. Well, he's gone, so it's got to be Jonathan.
Okay.
Unless he's come back by now. By February, I don't know.
Gotcha.
And then, like,
but he's just Superman now, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
So let's just take Justice League 73. We don't mention that it has a backup. So it has been Justice League Dark, which I've been enjoying the backup of that. But it doesn't mention another creative team. It's still a $5 book, still 40 pages. So can I just assume that the Justice League Dark is still the backup? If I'm enjoying the backup and want to keep reading it, how would I know?
Yeah, they're not referencing a writer for the backup like they were for Detective.
Or if it even exists. Mm-hmm. You know, you're just assuming at this point that there's a backup. Is there a backup in? No, there's not a backup for Human Target because it's a black label. It's just 40 pages.
Correct.
See, that could be confusing.
Correct.
But, a lot of people have been complaining about the backups.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's way more people not liking the backups than liking the backups.
Not wanting to pay that dollar.
But if you lose the backup but still pay the same price, are you going to be any happier?
Oh, thank goodness. I feel so much better now.
I'm still paying the $5, but now I don't get that backup that I didn't like. Oh. Oops. So do you have covers for Justice League and Legion of Superheroes 2 or Justice League Incarnate? Okay.
Big gray boxes.
Big gray boxes. Me too. Refrigerator of Heads hits number 4.
That
Robin
is a nice
at 11.
looking cover.
Yeah.
I like the 1 in 25 on Robin. Or at least I think I do. It's literally the size of a stamp.
So small.
I love the variant for King Shark. We've got the Sears Portrait Studio. That would be something to feature on its own thing and try to actually sell. But
so
alas,
tiny. It's so tiny.
Yeah. I do really want that.
That is like a Christmas sweater, right?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
And it's by my boy Tim Seeley, so I mean, I gotta get it.
Oh, he's doing the variant?
Variant cover by Tim Seeley.
Wow, that's your boy. Are you going to read his Robins? His first issue should be out by now, right? It's already happened.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm definitely in.
The contest winner? Yeah, I think it's already happened.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're on 4 here, so that one had just came out. Yeah, we talked about it last week. Duh.
Yeah. Yep. And then the variant for Robins 4 by Jen Bartel. Is that Babs on the cover?
Babs or Spoiler or somebody like that. I don't even know.
Because Babs usually has red hair, right?
Yes. But I'm not, like I said, I haven't jumped in yet.
I'm excited about Swamp Thing Green Hell. It doesn't even acknowledge that that's a Black Label book.
It's not a Black Label book.
I thought it was.
Nope.
It's just a $7 book, the 48 pages?
Yep.
For the regular line?
Correct.
Are you sure?
I'm just telling you it's not labeled.
Well, I know it's not labeled, right? Well, I guess, because Joker's not Black Label, and it's $6-7. Yeah, I guess that's possible. I didn't read any of Joker Presents a Puzzle Box.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
The Matt Rosenberg, and
I like the covers and stuff, but...
Yeah, they've had a lot of cool covers and a lot of cool different guests, artists on there, and I wonder if I missed out on that. I need to get that when it's collected. A lot of multiversity reissues there. If you want to be confused, Grant Morrison will try
yeah, no kidding.
Clarify it for you.
620 pages. I do not think they can sum it up in 620 pages.
Yeah, it'd still be confusing.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do a Gotham Central omnibus. That makes me happy. That's great. That's about 1,000 pages for $100 or less. You've got a good low CS like we do. Reissue some more Hellblazer. We've got The Question getting a volume. The old Dennis Cohen volume. Denny O'Neil too. Yeah.
With your Singovich cover.
Yeah, great stuff. Some old school things. And that's about it. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do we got here? The Legends of Tomorrow. Is that a comic, or are we just talking about the CW show?
New episodes Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
Oh, it was DC Infinite versions of the comic.
Yep.
Or is it just saying in general read DC Digital Comics at DC Infinite? Yeah, I don't think it's saying that there's specific Batwoman or Legends of Tomorrow. It's just the CW show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, DC. Thanks for trying. I'm trying to love you. I try to love you, DC. You make it hard. So Monkey Prince, I guess, is the big Monkey Prince and some Shadow of the Bat finishing up.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about this month.
That is what is holding up one of the big two.
Okay.
And apparently Batman who loves a raspberry Slurpee.
Okay. All right. Thank you, DC. All right.
I mean, there's an Art Germ cover for Monkey Prince, so I mean, I'll probably check that just for kicks. But yeah, other than that, I'm not excited.
Not excited. Nope, me neither. All right. Let's take a look at cover price. Maybe that'll bring us out of our doldrums a little.
All right, at rank 10 for cover price, we have Avengers #1 from 2010. Returning to this week's list, his first cameo of Azari is still trending due to being the son of T'Challa and Storm. We talked about how shocking that was for Drew. There are significant content hurdles this speculation would have to overcome to happen. Like the fact that we haven't mixed Marvel X-Men with Marvel MCU stuff. So,
Yeah.
boy, is this a stretch. Yeah, it still sold 24 copies, $36 for Raw.
Yeah,
Ultimate-
last I heard, X-Men is still a
Yeah.
Fox property, right?
Yeah, we are not allowed to utter the word mutant, so that could
Yeah.
be difficult. At rank 9, Ultimate Fallout. I don't have any, so I'm sick of hearing how friggin' much it costs. At rank 8, Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 3 from
$2,800, by the way.
Shit. I think they knew. Secret Wars 3. I actually have one of these behind me because I was going through an old box. The recent She-Hulk teaser has sparked interest in many of the other confirmed appearances. Actress Jamila Jamil's villainous role of Tatiana is helping the character's first appearance. In this issue, moved 16 copies with a 7-day trend, up 187%, and a high sale of $202 for 9.8. However, that is way down from the $555 for that 9.8 when this was first confirmed in June of 2021.
It's got to be Titania, right? You think it's Titania? You think it's Titania?
Let me see how it...
It might be Titania.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess you could go either way. Titania, Titania.
Yeah. I mean, it
I'm
is
good
the
with
word
you.
Titan with an IA on the end. So
Yeah. You can go either way.
Rank 7, Deadpool Black, White, and Blood. Number 4, the Dan Panosian 1 in 25. A nifty looking cover there. Still trending well. 10 copies sold. $200 for a Raw. Strange Academy 13, the Arthur Adams. The Magic Headshot, $35 for Raw on that one. Star Wars, Kanan, the Last Padawan from Marvel 2015. As a refresher, this issue features the first appearance of Sabine, Kanan, Ezra, Chopper, Hera, Zeb. After years of rumors, the casting of Sabine Wren finally happened last week. Deadline announced that Natasha Louis Bordizzo from the Society has been cast as a lead opposite Rosario Dawson in the Disney Plus limited series Star Wars Ahsoka. Boy, that tells me a lot of where they're going with that series. While there's plenty to debate of Catan number 1 versus Catan number 6, luckily I have them all. The truth is this outsold number 6 this week with 29 copies, $350 for a CGC 9.8. However, number 6 is almost worth double number 1 with a fair market value of $650. Even though we don't know what fair market value means because that's obviously not Raw. Stop using fair market value. Holy cow, Natasha Louis Bordizzo is gorgeous.
Okay, so you said that this tells you all you need to know about the Ahsoka series.
Yes.
Okay.
So if we're taking Ahsoka
You're right.
and we're taking Sabine, we're obviously going after Ezra,
Okay.
who is yet another Jedi.
Okay, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I just watched, what was it? Rosario Dawson was in Dope Sick,
Oh, yeah?
the Hulu series.
Yep.
She was fantastic in that series.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing her back.
Yeah.
And get her
She
acting
is-
chops back.
A perfect Sabine. Click on that link. It takes you to that Deadline article. That's going to be... I like that. I'm excited.
But I don't know who Sabine is, remember? I haven't seen
There's
it.
literally a picture of her on the same link. That's why I told you to click it, because it kind of puts everything together. She's technically a Mandalorian, so there's all that.
I gotcha.
This is how we bring two worlds together.
Oh, she is.
Shit.
She's really pretty. What is she
Yeah.
from? The Society.
Society, yeah.
Never heard of that.
So my excitement has increased greatly.
That's awesome.
At rank 4, we have X-Men Adventures number 1 from 1992. This is all starting from X-Men 97, which we still have to wait a long friggin' time on, but still. Everybody's really excited. 36 copies, $35 for a raw for a book that you could find for nothing not too long ago, so that's pretty dope.
And explain this to me, because like South Park can do a series in like 12 seconds. They can
Correct.
They can do an episode, and we've got to wait like 5 years for another Spider-Verse, and we've got to wait all this time. What's the difference?
You do realize that South Park is literally paper characters.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's all like animated on in some kind of.
It's the most rudimentary of everything. It's all flat. There's no 3D to it at all.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the CGI stuff that really needs to be amped up.
If we want dear old Cyclops to shoot anything out of his eyes, we got to add 6 weeks.
Yeah. All right.
At rank 3, we have The Eternals from 1976, obnoxiously expensive book, but I have this weird feeling it's going to crash. Thanks to a significant surge in sales of Eternals #1 this week, it returns to the top 10 with 54 copies sold and a high sale of 1,225 for a CTC 9.8. However, while this book is selling well, 9.8s are way down from last week's 1,850 for a CTC 9.8, which is also down from the 2,100 the week before, which is way down from the 2,750 the week before that. In this new collected market, the fall is a surprising one. Its sharp plunge downward is reflective of the pre-COVID market. It's interesting and something to keep in mind with a bunch of these other projects.
Yeah.
So if you jumped early, you got punched in the balls.
Unless you jumped pre-COVID.
No, it was even well. I know when the high mark was these when the announcements hit. Those were the high water mark for everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
At rank 2, Symbiote Spider-Man Alien Reality #3. In the most recent No Way Home trailer, there's a brief scene where Spider-Man is wielding magic-infused gauntlets. This cover features Spider-Man as a symbiote-powered Sorcerer Supreme. This is the closest thing fans could find to represent this moment, so what does he do now? That's sad.
Yeah.
At rank 1, Dark Reign Zodiac #1. In Moon Knight 5, an obscure Marvel villain called Zodiac is reintroduced after first appearing in this 2009 title, taking some of the steam from Hunter's Moon. From Hunter's Moon. Zodiac is represented as the recent mastermind behind Mark Spector's recent challenges. The first appearance moved 37 copies, $40 for a raw. You got this one, buddy?
No, I wouldn't have had that one since I don't know what Dark Green Zodiac. I didn't know that existed until just now. So.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you had some old Marvel stuff that might have been popped in.
No, I don't. Nope. So that'll be fun to see where he goes. It was a better kind of like splash than Hunter's Moon was. I thought it was good stuff. Yeah. Oh, it's my turn.
Every week, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I'll get it one of these days. It is only 689 shows, so.
Still hoping.
Yeah. At rank 11, we have Ultimate Fantastic Four #30 from 2006. With the core Marvel Zombies titles so hot, many have moved on to their first cover appearance in this issue. This awesome Greg Land cover moved 23 copies at a high sale of $18 for a raw copy. If you see him at a show, he'll sell it to you for $50.
That's
rank
awesome.
12. Hey, never forget, right, Kyle?
Yeah, I'll never.
At rank 12, we have Swordmaster #1.
Actually, that was Greg Horn. You have besmirched Greg Land for no reason.
Oh, okay. Greg Horn, Greg Land.
Yeah.
The Gregs. Shoot. That is true, right. Yeah, I got him wrong. I got the wrong guy.
How long you been talking smack about Greg Land?
I've been talking smack about Greg Land for a long time.
We apologize.
Because he ripped off my brother. It was Greg Horn. You jerk. Sorry, Greg Land. You're cool. Rank 12, it's Swordmaster #1 from 2019. His first appearance in War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas #2 is super hot, so fans have started picking up copies of his first ongoing series, as they do now. This week, 29 copies sold, and we sold one for $165.
So I thought I was excited about this Swordmaster #1. I thought there was going to be some heat on it. I spec'd on it originally, and then Marvel flooded the market by doubling every LCS's orders and giving them free ones.
For Swordmaster or for
Swordmaster?
Okay.
No. For this, I think it was for Swordmaster and the next one we're going to talk about. They were just pushing free copies out to everything. So there should be half as many of these copies out there, but Marvel...
Oh, that was back... Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So this makes me mad.
So in that same vein is Arrow #1, also from 2019. Her first ongoing series is Interest. This only sold 24 copies, only $100 for a CGC 9.8. Not even worth sending away, really. And at rank 14, we have Moon Knight #3, the Walmart variant, $23 for a raw at this point. At rank 15, we have Star Wars: The High Republic Adventures #10, the Nicoletta Baldari cover, 1 in 10 from IDW. Sold 25 copies and a high sale of $22 for a raw. At rank 16, the Moon Knight #1 from 2006.
Oh,
so
wow.
This is a Charlie Houston volume and David Finch volume. Sold 23 copies and had a high sale of $75 for a CGC 8.5, which there should be higher grades than that out there.
Is that because that's what we think the touchstone for this series is going to be? Is that series?
I don't know. I don't think it could. I don't know. Yeah,
I come to you because I expect you to break down every Moon Knight trailer and tell me every touchstone here.
I mean, I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
It looked good enough to me. Now I can just tune out until the show. I'm definitely going to watch it. It looks good.
You're a monster.
Maybe I'll watch some more. I don't know. I did end up watching 2 Hawkeye trailers, and that didn't hurt me. So, maybe. Let's see. Rank 17, we have Amazing Spider-Man.
Sir.
Yes.
We do speculation, correct?
Yeah, half-ass, sure.
Okay. It's imperative that you watch trailers and don't be a douche.
So my enjoyment needs to go out the window.
Open up the window, throw it out.
There's my enjoyment.
We
if I get
items. We are 689 episodes into a speculation podcast, and you're telling me, I'm not going to watch anything.
Well, but you're the prophet and I'm the fun.
Oh, bullcrap.
Yeah. That's how I always couch it. Yeah, I'm the fun. You're the prophet. You're cold, calculated,
all right,
and
I am dead
inside. Miser Scrooge type, and I am fun-loving, happy-go-lucky, and just enjoying my comics, kid.
I will break things down, and you will simply wander off into the corner and be like, I hope it comes out sometime.
Yeah, I'm more of a participation trophy kind of a guy.
So much we could dive into there. But.
At rank 17, we have Amazing Spider-Man 365 from 1992. We know 2099 is coming to Into the Spider-Verse #2. This first preview appearance of 2099, and this issue has been moving for a long time now. However, it picked up a little bit with 27 additional copies sold and a high sale of almost $300 for a CGC 9.8, which you pulled out of a quarter bin.
Mm-hmm.
And that one was worth shipping off. That one was worth shipping off for CGC. At rank 18, we have Superman, Son of Kal-El, #3. Interest in John Kent's overall story arc continues with solid sales of each issue selling. This one sold 13 copies and had a high sale of $15 for a raw. At rank 19, The Thing, #1, the Lee Bermejo variant, which we loved. Still continuing to sell well, 19 copies, high sale of $20 for a raw. And rounding out the top 20 is Spawn #1 from 92. Continues to sell well, sold high sale of $240 for a CGC 9.8. So 14 more copies sold. So good stuff.
Definitely.
It is FOC time, and we're going to start at the good folks at Lunar that have their the DC and what is it, Scout that they show us? Yeah. So let's see what we've got here.
Doomsday Clock hardcover. Pick it up, and you'll never know that it took 3.5 years to come out.
I don't think it was that long, but I see your point.
That is a wicked looking B cover for Action 1038. I don't understand it.
No. Is that
like
Superman in a loincloth?
If Conan and Superman had a baby.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ivan Tao with a really good Deathstroke cardstock as well.
There's Scout giving us Cult of Icarus, #1 of 4. That's pretty sweet looking.
Yeah, tossed out by her foster family after one too many rides home in the back of a cop car, Hunter packs up and sets out on a mission to find out who she really is. A mysterious book, her only link to her parents, leads her to discover a covert world of magic and danger running parallel to her own. One punk rock show, 2 whiskeys, and 3 vicious vampire assassins later, Hunter is on the run from the incident and the deadly Cult of Icarus. Hunter came looking for answers. What will become of her once she finds them?
The B cover, the Matina DC versus Vampires cover, is fantastic. Superman as a vampire poses a little bit of a problem because he could probably just kill everyone.
No.
As we saw in
No,
Justice.
you're not thinking of this, Drew.
Yes.
You're not putting any thought into this, correct?
Okay.
Where does Superman derive his power?
Oh, I see. Yes.
He derives his power from the Earth's yellow sun. What can a vampire not do?
Yeah.
Go out into the sun.
Well, these vampires are different. You didn't read the first issue, did you?
Well, that's just stupid. You can't change vampires. I hate this. Moving on.
That's a great Detective 1046, that Dan Mora.
Yeah, I was just looking at that same thing.
So that's just his scars actually are in the shape of a bat. Is that what's going on back there?
Yeah.
Nice.
It reminds me of something that Adam Hughes is doing with a upcoming Black Widow cover. He's got that kind of thing. It says Black Widow in blood on her back in one.
Libramejo's stealing it, though. That cover B is fantastic. Jeepers socks. So good. Derek Chu crushing another cover B for Harley Quinn.
Yeah. It's okay. So it's like a breaking the fourth wall thing because we have the pencil where Derek Chu is creating this, which is ironic because I'm sure it's all digital. So it's interesting.
Where are you seeing that?
So if you look at the Derek Chu in the top left corner, it looks like we're looking at a photograph of Harley and Ivy from a selfie. It's been written on with pencil in there.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it's just an odd perspective thing that I think is kind of neat.
Oh, I get you. I didn't even catch that. Robin looks good. Still good. We're getting Superman 6. Is that a big deal too? There's something happening in that one? Or was it 5 that was the big deal?
5 was the kiss and everything.
Yeah.
Which we got a second printing of that as well, which it looks like they've done almost nothing different for it.
Task Force Z is doing a cool cover for in a morgue. It's cool. They got Man Bat coming out of the morgue drawer.
I like the morgue cover, if you will.
Yeah, very nice. Tons of good stuff. Yeah. Tons of good stuff. We'll see.
Tons of good stuff, and I do have interest in this Cult of Icarus from Scout.
So I'm happier with just 1 week's offerings from DC at FOC than I am at their presentation
for their entire previews.
For their entire month in previews. Explain that.
Whoops.
Let Lunar do your DC Connect.
I mean, we know traditionally January and February are low months in the comic industry, sometimes March as well, and they're leaning into it.
Yeah, true. We got the penultimate Deep Beyond, 11 of 12.
Sorry, we've moved over to Previews World to look at our final orders here.
I already said that.
Did you?
I said, okay, let's go over to previews.
I don't remember. I don't think you did.
Well, I said it in my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
My apologies. I forgot to
read my mind, please.
I forgot to turn on my ESPN.
Oh, Ice Cream Man 27. What is going on?
What is this weird metamorphosis thing we got going on here with Homie becomes a cockroach?
Mephometasis. I thought it was metamorphosis, but it's something even weirder.
Morphometasis.
Yeah.
Morphometasis. Morphophonema.
We'll find out what it means. November
We're
29th.
still going to have to read the darn word. We're never going to learn. It's not a TV show.
Yeah, they won't tell us what it is.
Hey, that's a person's head. Holy crap, ice cream man.
Eek. Eek. Manifest Destiny 45.
Oh, wow.
Looking forward to that.
Not done yet?
Not quite.
Not quite? Cool.
Pretty close. Maybe 3 more.
Nita Hall's Nightmare blog continues to do the Saturday evening post cover bees, and they are dynamite.
6 Sidekicks finished up pretty cool, and they've collected it. I enjoyed that one.
Oh, that'd have been awesome for that to have been $9.99 one.
No, they're not going to give you 6 issues for $9.99.
They should have.
That's crazy. We got the new Stray Dogs. I think it's going to be crazy huge. No, not going to sneak up on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? What is the horror variant?
It's like Friday the 13th or something.
Yeah. Plus we got the 50 copy incentive, which is very nice. They need to show us the Cowabunga exclusive. It's not on here.
Oh, Creep Show. It's a takeoff of.
Creep Show. Yeah, makes sense. I don't know. I don't love it. But I still think I love the idea of the comic doing well. So maybe.
What are we talking about again? Sorry, I was googling.
It's A. It's cover A. I think I'm going to stick with cover A on that.
Bloody Screwdriver always helps.
Where are you seeing that?
Stray Dogs 1. I was looking at the Bloody Screwdriver and the cover A on that one.
Oh. Yeah. There you go. That Texas Blood is on issue 13. Man, it's so good. I love that book. Time Before Time's only on issue 8. Feels like it's been going longer than that. As does Two Moons. Like the Black Hammer Reborn number 7 for Dark Horse. That's pretty nice. Joy Operations, last week's pick. Nothing else there.
Nothing.
IDW. Anything on Star Wars in IDW popping out at you, or Transformers?
Nope. No My Little Pony for you?
No. Like the Army of Darkness 1979 cover. Those are great.
Those are great.
Tons of Barbarella. Tons of Vampirella.
You like the Mark McFarlane homage of Army of Darkness 1979?
I went right by it. Let me see if I can find which one you're talking about. Which one is it?
Second row, middle one. Army of Darkness. Purple. Looks like Spider-Man 300.
Oh, I missed that one. Yeah. Okay.
Derek Chu, what you do very well.
Which one is that?
Barbarella 6, the first one. 2 down from that Army of Darkness I was showing you.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's good.
Very good. Barbarella has a McFarlane homage. And that is ugly. Oh, she looks so bad. Oh. And then Vampirella has a McFarlane homage. I officially hate them all now that they're all 3 doing it.
Yeah. Too much.
Yep. Ooh, I like the House of Slaughter blank. I love the red sketch. That's awesome.
Very nice. Eat the Rich finishes up with its 5th issue. It's been really good. And back half stuff. Nothing? Nothing really jumping out at me.
Second place from Source Point. Yeah, a little too all agey.
Yes, it is. Agree. For us. Not everything needs to be for us, right?
It does on my podcast. And I'm never picking a Black Mask comic again, so that's out.
Yep, that's out.
All right, Drew, this is the point of our FOC where I'm asking what you got to make sure you get because it might be hard to get when they come out.
Well, again, I could have picked like 15 different DCs that I was raving about, but I think I'll go with Stray Dogs Dog Days.
Very cool. I'm going to go with Cult of Icarus one from Scout.
Which was on the Lunar.
You got it, my friend.
What is it called?
Cult of Icarus, #1.
Ah, very cool. All right, let's shoot over to Hot 10.
Yeah, let's head over to our good friends at CBSI.com, Comic Book Invest, and look at their Hot 10 books for November 26, 2021. And start with the #1 book, of course, Superman Son of Kal-El, #1, third print, the John Timms 1 in 50 variant. And this is the full-on kiss of the Jay Nakamura and Jonathan Kent. $150 or more dollars. Is anybody surprised? Controversy sells, even if that controversy isn't intended. This is not actually a really good cover. It looks like they don't even really have faces. Reminds me of Neo in the interrogation room in The Matrix. Yeah, it's not a good cover, but it sells. At rank 2, Wonder Woman Black and Gold #6, David Nakayama, not to be confused with Nakamura, 1 in 25 variant. When David Nakayama nails it, he really nails it. This is over $115. This one falls into that category for sure. Not a surprise. This one is doing well. What may be a bigger surprise is that people are spending money on DC stuff. What? At rank 3, Hitmonkey #1, the second print. As late as July this year, you could have had a 9.8 for $250. This week, multiple copies have sold for between $700 and $800, and a 9.6 will now run you $370. Hitmonkey. I haven't jumped into that one yet, but I will.
Nope, me neither.
At rank 4, we have Cowboy Bebop #1, a 9.8 sold for $650, and a 9.6 sold for $450. Near Matt Raw copies will run you $350-ish. Weird to see an increase in price when reviews for the show have been average at best. At rank 5, Hawkeye #2. Here we go again. First team ups. Clint and Kate here. $50 for a Raw. I do like that all purple third print, though. It was pretty evident that this whole series would see a bump in price just from the intro alone. Very true. Kane in the Last Padawan #6, 9.8's going for $700, throwing out the debate of when Sabine's first appearance actually is. My question is, why hasn't she got her own series or been on a cover other than the Star Wars Insider magazine? Clearly a popular character. You'd have thought Disney and Marvel would have started milking that cow already at this point. From the year 2000, we have Daredevil #11, the David Mack series. Between #9, which is the first Maya, #10, the first cover, and #11, the first Echo, it is clear that Maya Lopez is hot. This issue is where she is first Echo, and it appears that some are figuring out that this is itself a key. Me, personally, because of how magnificent this cover is, my choice is is #10, but I think all three will hold value or continue upward. 9.8s are now $250-ish.
All the way back in 2000. Okay.
Mm-hmm. At rank out, we have War of the Realms New Agents of Atlas #1, the Patrick Zurcher 1 in 50. $1,700 for a 9.8. I will say this, if this book was worth almost $2K, the A cover is way undervalued at less than $175. I do like this title as a long-term play, though. At rank 9, Hawkeye #11 from our good old Fraction Aha run. While not Lucky's first appearance, it is a great cover of him. Seeing him on the on the Hawkeye show was both amazing and heartbreaking at the same time. Expect to pay over $40 for this one raw. Street Fighter vs. Darkstalkers Zero, the Joe Vreens variant. Oh my, I have never seen this one before. $65 raw and 9.8 sold for $120, which was probably a good deal. Still love covers that look like they are golden age-ish, or at least homages to old movie posters. That is kind of cool. Down in our honorable mentions, we have Jonah Hex from 2020, the number 50, the Darwin Cook 1 in 10 variant. $50. If you've been reading this column for any amount of time, you will have seen some of these random DC 1 in 10s from a decade ago pop up from time to time. They are not easy to find and usually are great covers. This one is no different from the late great Darwin Cook. And our other honorable mention, Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies number 1.
10-cent cover.
Yeah. Bugs and Friends have always held a place in my heart. More so than Mickey Mouse, to be honest. A 5.5 copy of this somewhat hard-to-find classic sold for a whopping $13,200. 3 times what a 6.0 sold for just last year.
So there really is no rhyme or reason to what's holding value and what's not, is there?
Just people.
Maybe just Eternals was overvalued, I'm guessing.
Possibly.
Let's go look at Lunar again. This time, let's see what's coming out this Wednesday for our sneak peek at next week.
So that would be stuff for the 30th. There.
Got a Batman annual. I mean, why is Batman annual number? How is it a number 1? I mean, we've had so many Batman annuals.
That's why they're numbering it. It's the 2021 annual.
Okay. I was gonna say I thought even this volume had an annual last year.
Yeah, it did.
It's throwing me off.
It's just stupid. Cool cover B though.
I mean, how do you go? I mean, I guess this stuff is all set up for someone walks in, looks on the shelf. Oh, look, number 1.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if you're ever trying to go back in the back issue bin, how are you not going to be confused by all the annual number 1s of Batman? I would be.
Just dumb.
I am dumb. Yeah.
No. It's just dumb.
But also me. Batman Fear State Omega. Yay! It's over. All right. Get out, James Tinian. You've stuck around too long.
How dare you?
Well, you can't write a 14, 15, 16-parter. I don't allow it. I don't like it.
Isn't that what Tom King's doing with Batman and Catwoman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can't do it in a series. You have to do it on its own.
Didn't he do that before they gave him his own?
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it when Scott Snyder, who
let's
face it, is the GOAT of Batman writers for right now, in our era anyway, when he went and did that long-ass run, I don't even remember what it was, but it lasted way too long, towards the end of his run.
Year 0?
No, there was something that drug on. I'd have to go back in time, and I'm not gonna. Oh, Batman the Detective is over. Tom Taylor, Batman the Detective, already over. Bummer. And that only went 6.
Mm-hmm.
They have different rules. So if it's an ongoing, you can't do a long arc. So I don't like like the 19-part Spider-Man story. That's crazy. You know, just do fun 2 and 3 issue arcs in the ongoings. If you want to do a long arc, make it a miniseries. Right? Doesn't that sound cool? Doesn't that sound like the way to go?
No.
You want them to shove long 18 issue arcs in the ongoing.
Yep.
You're dumb. There's Detective Annual. I love that B cover. That's great. Give me a nice rogues gallery like that. Fantastic. Gotham City Villains Anniversary Giant #1. That looks great, especially the Lee Bermejo. Wow, so good. It looks like everybody's getting their own cover too. Man, it's sweet. Joker's getting an annual. Human Target B is really kind of cool. It looks like it's like an old, beat up
school one.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Justice League Dark gets an annual. Awesome. Well, that's kind of fun. Take the backups and give them their own annual, so they get a full comic. That's kind of a neat idea.
Yeah, that's what most people do. The annual is something different or something of its own accord. I am looking forward to the Nightwing annual. Him and Red Hood.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. Do you have a preference on either one of those covers? They're not great, either one, but
meh or met her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a ton of annuals. It's going to be a ton of reading that week. Holy moly. White Ash Season 2, #1 from Scout. Wonder Woman not only gets an annual, she also gets Historia, the Amazons #1 of 3, a Black Label.
That Mitch Garrett's cover A for that. I like that with the little girl in the photo.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Now from our friends at Previews, and guess what? We have a sneak peek on the preview site. So it's not crashed, it's not ransomed, it's not broken. Whoa.
We haven't gotten through it yet. It still could crash.
Oh, that's true. Knock wood. But right now it's up.
Yeah.
And it's showing us next week's comics. Way to go. Way to go, Previews World Diamond. Good job, guys. Deadly Class 49. Also winding up. I think it's only got a couple left.
Love that cover B for Deadly Class 49.
Yeah, it's great.
King of Spies. It's, of course, our good buddy Mark Millar.
Along with Magic Order. That's him, too, isn't it? Yep. Scumbag's back. Redneck's back with 31.
Only 2 covers for Spawn. Whoa.
Such restraint.
Whoa. Down into the dark horse of it all.
And some Witcher shot glasses.
Ooh.
Who's the blue guy on the Star Wars High Republic #11?
Don't know.
I really like on the TMNT ongoings. I prefer these Nishijima covers. Jodi Nishijima.
Yeah.
She does really good work. I mean, of course, Eastman's are cool, but I like hers too. Hers are really good.
Yeah, they've definitely given some thought. It's not just automatic Eastman anymore. Oh, I like this too. Maybe I'll get both. Got into the Marvels.
Amazing Spider-Man 80. We didn't. It's 80. Isn't that an even number? Should we not have doubled the price? No, it's just $3.99. Wow.
Oh my.
Such restraint. Because then we get to Avengers 50, which is also Avengers 750, allegedly, and it's $10. I mean, like who's gonna count? Who's gonna tell them they're wrong? They can say whatever it is. They can tell us whatever it is, and we can't.
Here we have our Hawkeye Kate Bishop #1s. Just in time. We had our show come out, and we have
great timing.
Kate Bishop, Mariki Ninjkamp.
Usually, timing's awful on those, and look, the Shang-Chi was out way too early.
Yeah.
For the to capitalize on the movie, and this is good timing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. There's X-Force Kill Shot Anniversary Special.
Mm.
That looks like 90s goodness right there.
Yeah, and you got a bunch of different connecting covers for all of your X-Force characters. We are just giving Liefeld all the work he wants.
Yeah. I think these, some of these were like in FOC last week.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like, but that can't be true. Nothing really from IDW. How about Boom? No,
did you end up watching Dune?
I started it. It's on HBO Max, and I thought, might as well watch it. And I got through a little bit of it, like 20 minutes, and then stopped. I got sidetracked with something else, never went back.
I literally was. Someone was talking about how it was one of the best movies they've ever seen. You just got to get through it.
Yeah. It's like part 1 of 2, too. That's why I know. I'm like, oh, God.
Oh, no, not more entertainment.
Well, I just, I don't. I mean, I'm sure it'll end fine, but maybe if it ends with like a really bad cliffhanger, then it's always a bummer.
Yeah. Since Stray Dogs has done so well, from our good friends at Ablaze, we have Animal Castle #1 by Xavier Dorison.
I saw that.
On the farm, all animals are equal. In the castle, some are more equal than others. For the fans of the best-selling Stray Dogs and the Eisner Award-winning Beasts of Burden comes an animal fable at once familiar and surprising. You may think you know the story, but set aside your assumptions. This animal uprising is unlike any that you have read.
Kind of like this last session's character sheet cover from Dozer Draws. Good old Dozer.
Good old Dozer.
I think the key for these character sheets are when they're like super popular characters and you do a character sheet, it blows up. If it's a launch of a #1, maybe not. Like an unknown unknown entity. Maybe not as special. Thud, I think I liked Thud enough to make it a FOC pick at one point, didn't I?
Oh, you might have.
I can't remember. I like Thud a lot.
Our Hotel Hell getting a second volume starting as well.
Thought that was a new Stabity Bunny. They're just collecting Stabity Bunny. Yeah. Probably about it for me. What about you?
Yeah, this is going to be a struggle. Okay, Drew, this is the point of the podcast where I ask you to pick your pick of the week. What is your one book to make sure you snap up and collect? Because it's going to be the next thing we feature as something that is going up in price.
I'm vacillating between that Phil Noto cover of Kate Bishop, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
And Thud. I think I'll go with Thud.
I also had the Kate Bishop on my head as well, so I will go with that. I like the Noto as well.
Yeah. I think that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, independently orderable. You can't go wrong there.
No, not at all. So, we want to thank you guys for tagging along with Drew and myself through our sneak peek at next week. Now that us and Diamond are all back on track, hopefully it's just smooth sailing from here on out. I want to thank you once again. Any questions, anything else, reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram. You on TikTok yet, Drew?
Just no Twitter.
Just
We've been putting some of the selected episodes up on YouTube, so you can watch them. Watch, listen to them.
Or throw us a couple bucks on Patreon, and then you can talk to us directly about anything you've ever wanted to know, and we'll answer it, because that's just kind of guys we are. We thank you so much. So for Drew and for myself, see ya.